If you've never seen before a live dead man walking, let me show you what it looks like. You see, this is a face of confidence. You know, I'm looking to my horizon. This is that face of I'm stuck in the moment. No disrespect to Charles Martin, because Beats, I understand what you're saying. Beats was putting in a great point saying we don't know. We don't know what the future has to tell. We have to get past this fight first. So we don't know what Martin could actually bring to the table. From what everybody says and what we have seen. I mean, it's not just what people have said, it's what we see. Martin is suspect. The boy's hand skills aren't up there. That's what people are trying to say without, destroying the boy Beats logic, but it's true. We know at least good fighters. I don't want to say great fighters when we see them. I know great fighters when I see them, but we know good fighters when we see them. And I mean, first off, shout outs to Martin for taking the fight. Why is Martin hunting down Joshua? It's the same reason I wonder why. Well, I can understand that. Martin's name is not as big as Joshua's, even though Martin is the champion. I guess that's why his name goes first. Martin first, Joshua. But anyway, what I noticed from Martin, he's way too timid. He's way too scared in the ring. I think this dude is literally going to get killed that night. I feel bad for him because out of all the fighters to fight, you're a world champion now. Regardless how you got there, we all know leg injury, who cares? You're a world champion. So you can pretty much dictate what you want to happen in your career. You can arguably say, I want to fight this particular guy next. And a lot of times it can happen because you're the world champion. So for you to go ahead and take your first fight against somebody who's deemed to be a world champion or deemed to be the face of the UK of boxing shows a lot about what Joshua actually has. It shows a lot that, I want to fight the best. You're already saying that Joshua is one of the best. I think Martin feeling himself. He got a little payday. And I think that it's only a matter of time until this man is on the canvas. I didn't realize how big this dude, Martin, was. He's a big ass dude, as you can see. He's a little bit taller. Excuse me. He's a little bit taller than Joshua. But the shoulder width and the size of him, maybe Joshua's just in shape to the point where there's, not an ounce of fat on him. But, I think Joshua or Martin hit the limelight a little fast. And I think he's taking all this for granted. Um, for instance, when I say that, I mean Martin looks like he's too. He doesn't have the it factor. He looks like he's too into the fight. Okay, meaning a lot of times when you're answering questions about other fighters, you can picture yourself fighting certain fighters. Okay, you can give a short comment on them. A lot of boxers don't do it. We work with what's in front of us first, and then we'll talk about the future. We all know that. But when it comes to Martin, it looks like he feels like Joshua might be the end of the road. Like if I beat him, I beat everybody. That's what it looks like to me when I see Martin. Joshua looks like I'm just getting warmed up. He's just another stepping stone. Because obviously I know that Wilder and Fury are out there. That's how Joshua comes off at me. He knows that, you know, These all should be gimme fights. The true fights is with Fury and Wilder. That's where you really gonna have to buckle down and show I'm here to make a motherfucking point. I'm here to put my name in this sport for good. And I feel like Joshua understands that. Joshua also comes off as if he's toying with this sport. Something Floyd did. I saw it in Floyd to where he's toying. You see what I'm saying? He's young still, but it's like, for instance, I used to race back in the day, right? I used to race back in the day. And before track meets, I was cocky, you know? I was your Joshua, so to speak. I would go to track meets, it don't matter who you were, I'll burn you. I would go to track meets and I'll be eating hot dogs, chilling with the girls with the fat asses, because you find a lot of fat ass chicks, fat ass chicks. Bitches with big ol' asses. You find a lot of them at track meets. And I would go there and I'll be slacking off, but I knew I was nice. I would toy with the sport. You understand? I get in my blocks. Everybody I'm going against stretching, taking jogs around the fucking field. You know how that is. I get in my blocks and take the fuck off and burn everybody still. And then realize my true test is when the championships come up, when the semifinals come up. That's when I'm going to really buckle down and have to really show that, you know, I'm toying with these dudes. I see that in Joshua. I think Martin just has 7 weeks, 5 weeks left to live. But that's it. His road is going to stop. And to some people, it's going to be vicious. Really vicious, Martin comes off, I don't care what his record said, how he fights looks like he just started last week. He looks like he can't weather any storm. We've seen Joshua buckle, you know. Joshua was going against his toughest opponent, Dillian White, at that time. So we've seen Joshua in a little bit of trouble. We haven't really seen Joshua on the back foot, backing up, just a couple seconds to get out the way and reset himself. But Martin always looks like he's fighting 1,000 people when he's in there. He looks like he's swinging, fighting flies sometimes. It's that serious. So I not only got Joshua knocking this dude out, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the second round. Yeah, man, it's that real. I wouldn't be surprised at all if your man Joshua like was like smiling at him, disrespecting him in the ring, trying to tell him, I told you didn't want this dog fight. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I feel like he might end up doing it. Look how they put their dates. 9/4. 2016. So to some people, they'll probably think that's terrible. To some people, will think it's September. What? Nah, man, it's just how England does. When you drive over there on them roads over there, England's wild, wild. You can do U-turn. They got U-turn roads, nigga, where the whole road just go all the way around the fucking block. Like it's crazy over in England, man. Crazy. Joshua still needs to get that shit off his record so he can travel to the United States. Cause I'm pretty sure Wilder's not gonna. Yeah, he might travel because of the purse bid, but he's not gonna travel every single time. And I think Wilder knocks out. I think those are his only competition. Wilder and Fury and David Haye. I would put Haye in there for Joshua's competition because Haye is the perfect tool to see how good Joshua is. I think Haye has a good chance to outbox Joshua. Yeah, no, but I think Joshua will end up knocking him out. But I think when it comes to just boxing skills, I think David Haye might be able to outbox him or try to. You know, I've seen a lot of jealousy coming out of Haye lately. Like, I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of jealousy coming from Duke. I think he wants Joshua's limelight, wondering how come the people aren't, you know, on my job? How come the people aren't flocking to me the way that they flocking to Joshua? I think he wants the love from the English supporters. I think there were more Klitschko fans in England than there were David Haye fans when that fight took place. And I think he's a little jealous. And jealousy could play a huge episode. They said rumors that David Haye might be fighting Shannon Briggs. That'd be crazy. Steroids and all. That'd be crazy. If he ain't, take the test. That's what a lot. I'm still saying it. I think that the boy Shannon Briggs didn't take the test because of the fact that he might have been a little dirty to fight Wilder. I don't know why. Oh, he said it wasn't enough money. 400 grand ain't enough money for you, homie. How much money do you want? But with Wilder was only making 2 million at the time. How much money do you fucking want, Briggs? Damn. Come on, homie. Without no clear evidence that you that dude, come on, B. It ain't. Come on. So, dead man walking right here. It's the end of the Martin show. Which is a real good, phenomenal show, by the way. Second in line to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for adults. See, Fresh Prince was more of a child atmosphere. Martin is, I'm working every single day. I'm trying to put bills on the table. Martin is more of that, that rugged background. Martin's more of the adult nature. So hey, don't act like Martin or Fresh Prince just shits on Martin. They're two different tiers. And hey, I don't need to explain myself. Yeah, Fresh Prince got the limelight, but we ain't in all that. Now, to just top it all off with this fight, this prediction, I think literally he's gonna knock this dude Martin out in like the second, maybe the first round, y'all. It damn sure ain't going past 3. It's not happening. And I also think, as big as Martin is, he doesn't seem that powerful. He doesn't seem that strong. Yeah, against no name dudes, not against Joshua though. And I think Joshua knows it. Joshua, I think, is licking his chops like everybody else to fight Martin right now. And he got the coin toss, man. I feel bad for Martin because I think it's gonna be a way more destructive of a knockout than the Dillian White fight. Dillian White took Joshua like, as far as who took Joshua the furthest. Dillian White has it in the bag as taking Joshua, hey, out of his comfort zone. But Dillian White also looked like Joshua also knocked out everybody else, and you should see some of these knockouts. These shits is insane. But Dillian White had such a brutal knockout of an uppercut. If you get caught by an uppercut and get knocked out from it, it's devastating to your neck, to your spine. And Dillian White felt all that. A lot of these dudes got hit on the side, went down, temple. But Dillian White, man, that uppercut really like we can't afford you to get knocked out again like that. So no, we are not doing no rematch. After this, it's sky's the limit. I wouldn't say jump right in there with Wilder. I think David Haye will be a great test for Joshua. I think Joshua will weather the storm for the youth factor. David Haye, he doesn't, when he knows he can't win, he doesn't pull the trigger anymore. He just stops right then and there. But Joshua does not stop, man. Joshua treats this sport like it's a joke, like Floyd used to. I'm joking with you. I'm joking with your lethal weapons in front of me, I'm joking with your hand speed right now, B. Seriously, why you think Joshua can literally laugh a little, and Martin is saying to himself, I have to put on a performance. My cockiness can only get me so far. Skills pay the bills, homie. That might be the last jewelry chain you're able to purchase at that price, because everything's about to go into Joshua's pocket. I think Hearn knows this. Eddie Hearn is a phenomenal matchmaker. He needs to work on getting that shit off his record so Joshua can start floating, going somewhere. One thing is for certain, there should be no reason after this win. I know it's early, but there should be no reason, no hesitation, unless it's, no reason why Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua should not get made next. They're both in England. There's no reason why, unless Fury does not want the fight. And Joshua will clear him too. I think the only person Joshua has to worry about is Wilder, because of such a statue that Wilder is. Other than that, Joshua won't lose. Joshua, Terrence Crawford, Floyd, the money man himself. Some people want to put Errol Spence out there early. Like I said, his equal to me right now to this day is Vasquez. The Errol Spence versus. Ever since Keith Thurman ain't take the Errol Spence fight, it looked like your boy Keith is he sees something that maybe non-boxers don't see. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes boxers will see in another fighter, which is what I think Joshua might see in Martin. Something that the fans of Martin don't see in Martin. If you understand all that, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Go to AnthonyJoshua.com, purchase some shit. Don't be late. Shit is expensive. It's expensive, but it's worth it, man. You working with a fucking champion, because soon prices are just going to keep going up and keep going up. Have you been to TMT.com? Have you been there to check out the prices? Well, if you want the best, you're going to have to pay for the best, man. Get on the boatload now. That's great. Get your name out there. AnthonyJoshua.com. And don't get more plain than that. Joshua need to come out with his jab. He said it himself. He said, I've been fighting British style, slugging it. Just really because people been wondering, you can't always go out there and some people believe you're just a slugger. Some people believe you're not quick on your feet. You can't box with them, but they don't know Joshua like some of us diehards do. Joshua can box, man. Joshua can float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and we gonna all see that shit when it's time. I think that you just need to give him a little bit. Here's the first stepping stone. Hey, gonna have to be jealous, all in his feelings for now. Joshua's on the rise, man. Joshua, in my opinion, will not lose. I think Martin gets just, oh man, it's not even, it's sort of like, remember you just heard the stories of Chris Eubank beating the shit out of some dude who really doesn't know how to box. These are professional fighters, If you decide to turn pro, but that you've been taking easy ass fights your whole career, eventually it's gonna catch up with you. And I think Martin is starting to realize that. I think Martin has realized that. I've been caking my way through my career so far. I'm gonna run into somebody. What if Joshua said, let's fight Martin, and Martin said, I don't want to fight him. I need a bigger name. He ain't big enough to me. People be shitting on Martin right now. So for Martin taking this fight, it shows, okay, he's a lion. I've seen him. He's a gold medalist for a reason. I've seen him. Oh, man, I'm mad excited for this fight. Super excited because, once again, they're going to give Joshua another shot to entertain the world of boxing. I mean, hey, you guys, listen. That's what you get, man. Shitting on Floyd for the longest. We need another face of boxing. Currently, right now, as of February 2016, and for March, April, May, June, July, August, the road goes on. Floyd is the face of boxing still. Nobody else has really taken that crown yet. I don't think it's going to be done in a day. I don't think it's going to be done in a year. But eventually, it has to be done. Unless you just realize what I've been trying to tell you, motherfuckers, which is Florida's the best of all time. Anyway, man, D-Block, I'm out this bitch. Let me know what y'all think about this fight. Crazy, crazy, crazy fight. Once again, if you've never seen a dead man walking, take a good look. Take a good look, man. He knows it. Dead, see, that's what Sean Porter did before the Cal Brook fight. Oh my God, so many flashes. No, nigga. Keep that grill on there. Look at his trainer. His trainer know. This shit is no joke. His trainer know. But I think that you see, you joke, you know. This is easy work. This is easy work. This is landslide. This might be the easiest fight Joshua has faced. I don't see really nothing that Martin can do to affect Joshua. Nothing that Martin can do to move Joshua or keep him at bay. Nothing. His size, but that's going to get broken down. I think his punches are, I think he's feather fisted. I don't think Joshua or, I don't think Martin hits that hard. I don't, man. I don't think he hits that hard. You know? You don't have to convince us. That's the thing. You don't have to convince us, Martin. You got to convince Joshua you that dude. You got to convince Joshua that you that nigga. D-Block, we out, man.